Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. The action has already started. Now a chance to break. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He's gone for the shots. Oh, that's brilliant! He's got himself a peach of a goal. First blood drawn. Oh, that is a bit special. Leeds go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Idrissa Gueye. Tarkowski. Coleman cuts it out. Ampadu. That's great strength on the ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, he tried to go it alone and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
Ampadu. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And help's available out wide. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Tries to switch the play. Everton are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
The only consolation at this stage is that they've got a lot of time on their side. You try to find a positive for any eventuality, and while an early concession is unwanted, they can recover this.
Great run on the overlap here. Away from immediate danger. Has a hit! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Everton have the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Plays it over to the other flank. Ampadu plays it out to the wing. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Well, he just had too many touches, and he was asking for it to be pinched off him.
Coaxed through there. A really good feat. So who's he picking out? Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And it's Grealish. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. He's got options out wide. And that's been levered clear. That's a good going for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Oh, smart save. Clears it out of harm's way. Coleman. And help's available out wide. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Idrissa Gueye did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lovely bit of skill. That's a throw. Towering header! Pickford gives chase. Calvert-Lewin. Grealish. Tarkowski. Idrissa Gueye. Out to the left it goes. Lovely bit of skill there. There are a few waiting for it. Good ball, it's found its target. Defender's on the back foot. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? And it's Gueye. A chance to play it in. Gets up to head it! Danger averted for now. Turns and goes back. It's come loose. Tries to get it clear. Chance to shoot! Defending of the desperate has a pop! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Tarkowski. Tarkowski hoists it forward. Coleman pushes to get on the end of it.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being...
And the first 45 minutes are up. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. So we're already into the second period.
Everton can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience. And shot a goal! Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Tarkowski. Idrissa Gueye. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And here's the chance to counter. A good challenge, stood up well against his man. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Ampadu tries to get it forward quickly. Plays it long. He's gone for it! What a wonderful goal!
Well, one or two others were maybe a tad slow at restarting this game, then up steps a big character who was simply switched on and bright, and he sparked another advantage for his team at an important stage. It augurs well.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Everton get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit. They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Greenish tries to stroke it through. Forward it goes. A real chance to break. Longstaff. Puts in a cross. Plays it out to the flank. Incoming cross. Goes for goal! Ampadu plays it forward. Brings it forward. Played into space out wide. And that's been levered clear. Oh, really good feet from him. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Ampadu, and it's played forward. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Over to the left. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. That'll be a throw. Tries to get it clear. Plays it out to the wing. Has a goal! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
It's the through ball. Real chance! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
That's not going far. greenish, good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Gets on the end of it. He's had a go! Should have put that one away.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Hoists it forward. Hoists it high.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Forward it goes.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Swung in towards the middle. And he's there to hoof it away.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ampadu. The final 5 minutes. Everton need to hold on for a few more moments. And the counter is on. There's a long ball. Ampadu. Longstaff. Goes for goal! It's off target and by quite a way. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, good interception.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation. It needs to be any time now, really.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Idrissa Gueye. And the referee brings it to a close. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. There's the whistle, and here we go. And it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Mondi hoists it forward. Solson. Dante. Solson. Dante. Sanson. And they've been caught out here. Cleared away. Sanson. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And it's Tovan. Forward it goes. And the ball is out of play. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Gets it upfield. Good idea, just poorly executed. Dante. Laws seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
Oh, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Ramos. That is terrific skill. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Tovan. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Solson. Played out to the right. Now the cross. That is good defending. It's been repelled. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that's nice. Solson. Plays it out to the wing. Chance to cross here. Tovan. Goes long. Tovan hit into the middle. Keeper has beaten it away. He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Saba, he's through. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Just brushed off the ball there. No question, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Ramos. Saba. Pings it out wide. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Tries to stroke it through. And he just whacks it away. Tovin. Mondi. Tries to get it forward quickly. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Floats one over. Knocks it away. Hits one! Decent enough try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Saba. Ramos. He's got away. Aimed in towards the centre. And shoots! He's delivered all right! And it's Nice in front. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Nice take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and the score is 1-0. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Coaxed through there. Saba. Referee's had a look. He's blown his whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Nice come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting. There's certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And the game has already resumed here. Nice carrying a one-goal lead. Chance! No mistake! Lens are all square. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
It's being played forward. And that's a throw. Thauvin goes for goal! Away from immediate danger. Gets good distance on it. Lovely feet. Goalkeeper's ball.
An equaliser that's put the cat amongst the pigeons now, and the fact that it's arrived early in this second half makes for an intriguing watch to come. They'll be very annoyed with themselves for that.
Thauvin goes looking, gets it back. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Clears it out of harm's way. Has a hit! Yet another chance goes to waste.
Lens really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Going for goal! Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Help's available out wide. Thauvin drives it forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Hoists it forward. Mondi, quick ball forward. Sanson. And it's got through. It'll be a throw-in. Has a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
And it's played forward. Hoists it forward. And he's there to clear it. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Thauvin. Forward it goes. And that's been won straight back. Sanson tries to get it forward quickly.
Nice showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Thauvin. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nice go in search of their winner. Lens have plenty in the middle.
They've planned to defend the aerial route and will do so with numbers.
Looking to get within range.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Looks to drop one in.
Lens merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's Mondi. Hoists it high. Has a hit!
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well, that's where he wants it. He's made sure that that won't get through. One good cross, maybe the last chance. It's come loose. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Lens claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Towering header! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Gets wrestled off the ball.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
And that's that. Nice cannot understand what they've done. From a position of strength, they have contrived to lose. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Nice definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. Goes for goal! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Lovely control. He made it stick with an excellent touch.
Smith. Billing. Kluivert. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be outmuscled. Could move up a gear here. Smith. Floats one over. Good idea, just poorly executed. Billing. Plays it over to the other flank. Smith. Billing. He's still going. Where to next? Turns and goes back. It's a loose ball. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides. Shot at goal!
Disappointing finish in the end.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best. Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Gets wrestled off the ball, and the counter is on. Over to the left, tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Welbeck. Just brushed off the ball there. Kluivert plays it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That's a throw. Kluivert. Bournemouth can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Billing. Has a pop! Hoists it forward. Joel Veltman. Kajolu. He's gone for it! He's looking... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Played into the middle. Towering header! Good delivery. No joy.
Bournemouth can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Smith. Smith. Billing, and it's played forward. What an adventurous run from a defender. Looking for a decent ball in. Flings in across. Kajolu. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Forward it goes. Billing. Well played, he saw that coming. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Keeper's in command. Away from immediate danger. Ball is over the line. Done very well to intervene. Crosses up, he gets! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Oh, that's a fine challenge. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Billing hoists it forward, and it's Smith. A nice touch. Billing. He's gone for goal! There was plenty of power on that. And the first 45 minutes are up. So the other team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get...
Has a hit! Time to deliver. Chooses to go back. He's had a shot! Has a pop!
Bournemouth making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Brooks. And the finish! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And he's there to clear it. Dunk. Welbeck. And here's Welbeck. Goalkeeper's ball. Brighton have a free kick. He's trying the shot. Oh, that is special! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The breakthrough arrives at last! And he's produced a beauty. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Gets away from his opponent. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Determined run, but equally determined piece of defending. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
He's gone for it! He's pulled off a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Kluivert. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Hits one! Back of the net! And with that goal comes comfort. And that really is so impressive. Brighton take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Kluivert. Billing. Shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Defending of the desperate variety. Plays it back. Kluivert. Brooks gets on the end of it. Shapes to shoot!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Bournemouth are really feeling the strain now. Impatience has taken charge.
Dunk. And it's Welbeck. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Battles to win it back. Dunk. Kadiolu. Kadiolu drives it forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Billing. Look at the defender bombing forward. Danger averted for now. Billing. Clivert. Billing. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. It's found its... He's had a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away. Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Joel Veltman.
Bournemouth have really got to be bold and take risks. That's the only way they're going to get back into this game, Peter. I'm expecting more from them.
Clivert.
Bournemouth don't appear to have what it takes to get back into this one, but they do have what it takes to show enough pride and passion to appear to the fans that they care.
Five minutes left on the clock. Hoists it forward.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Kajiolu positions himself well and cuts it out. Joel Veltman tries to get it forward quickly, and that has been clubbed away. Fev, with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Clivert. Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive.
Well, that's just very cynical. For him to think he could get away with it is ugly on his part.
Joel Veltman. Dunk. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Bournemouth beaten here. They might well feel aggrieved, but the result is everything. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close the deal.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. We have already started here. Shirkov. Shirkov. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Oh, good interception. Golovin. Shirkov. Golovin with the crossfield ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Russia seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
No, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Jikia. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Breaks on here. Golovin.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them, because it needs livening up.
And it's Zhirkov. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Looks to clip it forward. Played into space out wide. Golovin. Over to the left. Forward it goes. Jikia. Shirkov. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, really good feet from him. Time to deliver. Goes for the cross. Tries to locate someone up front. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Golovin. Golovin. A chance to play it in. Shirkov. Golovin. Well, that's where he wants it. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tries to get it clear. It'll be a throw-in. Still waiting for the first goal. Massive lead! Goal! Slovenia! And Slovenia lead! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Slovenia break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Hoists it forward. And it's Zhirkov. Zhirkov not easily shrugged off the ball. Kurtic attempts a clearance. Josip Ilicic. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. More Kurtic concedes a free kick for that. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Ilicic plays it forward. Goes for goal! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Slovenia grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
The first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Slovenia go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Throw. And it's played forward. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Oh, that's nice. Battles to win it back. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Just brushed off the ball there. In comes the cross. And he's there to clear it.
Russia making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front. And this is something different.
Golovin. Zhirkov. Gets it into the middle. And that has been cleared.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And that's been levered clear. Slovenia have it back and they can go again. Hoists it forward. Defending of the desperate variety. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Kurtic plays it forward. Ilicic. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. That'll be a throw-in. Chance! Oh, a very decent attempt. Golovin switches it towards the other side. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Oh, he's broken through. This could spell danger. Oh, they can break here. Juba. Golovin. Good idea, just poorly executed. Zhirkov. And now they can launch a counter. And it's Kurtic. Kurtic tries to get it forward quickly. Knocks it away. And it's been taken straight back. Juba.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And it's played forward. Plays it out to the flank. Played back in. Forward it goes. Oh, real chance! Has a hit! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Golovin absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
He's got options out wide. It's a brilliant interception.
Russia are enjoying lots of possession, but they just can't find any penetration.
And the weighted pass. And there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but he couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Well played, he saw that coming. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Looking to break out here. And here's Ilicic. He's had a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Looking to hit the front line. Well positioned to make that interception. Tries to get it forward quickly. So that's it. It is all over. Slovenia did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Slovenia will walk away happy from this with such a show of defensive solidity and maturity that's hard to upset.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Good idea, just poorly executed. Looks to thread it through. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. Plays it out to the flank. Out of play for a goal kick. Well played, he saw that coming. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. And that has been clubbed away. Hoists it forward. And here's Dembele. Keeps everyone guessing. Going for goal! It's broken loose. And it's hoisted clear. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Tries to get it forward quickly. Solanke going through. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Only partially clear.
Foden really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Forward it goes. Plays it over to the other flank. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Gets up to head it! Defence has got rid of that. No goals as yet. And it's played forward. He's left his man. Hit into the middle. It'll be a throw-in. Turns and goes back. Looking to break out here. Hernandez. And it's Dembele. Deftly done. Pickford catches it safely. Well, that's where he wants it. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Chance to break. Solanke. Played down the flank. He's got options out wide. Knocks it away. Forward it goes. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. Solanke. Foden floats one over. Across the field it goes. Here it comes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. No goals as yet. Rice. Jones. Rice. Hernandez. Gets wrestled off the ball. Jones. Mbappe. Hernandez. Has a pop! And the ball's come out! A really good feat from him. And the first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Reflections on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
France clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Hernandez tries to switch the play. And here's Dembele. Dembele hits it! There it is!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer. Alert and sharp. And while one or two others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player.
That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
France break the deadlock.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Rice. Rice switches it towards the other side. Hernandez. Jones. Foden. Hernandez.
Everything they would have spoken about in that dressing room during the break has a greater chance of happening thanks to the early goal. It's the perfect platform now to go on and try to win it.
He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
That needed to end with efficiency and incision, and we got neither.
That'll be a throw-in. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. A really good feat. Tries a shot! No way through there. He's got how to play. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Some good stubborn defending there. Tries to get it forward quickly. Alexander-Arnold. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. The only goal came in the early moments of the second period, and the score is 1-0. Jones. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Foot in. Foden. Got a sight of goal here. Out to the left it goes. Jones. Good challenge, he just stood firm. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Rice. Plays it out to the wing. Lovely feet.
England showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim? Has a hit! And somehow it stayed out. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. There's a long ball. He's had a go!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rice battles to win it back. Rice drives it forward. Tries to stroke it through. Heads it! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, that'll be a major disappointment for him. That should have got his team back in the game.
Kane, it's Kane! Oh, should have been the equaliser.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
France leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And here's Dembele. Hernandez pumps it into the area.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Rabiot. Hits one! That's caused a worry or two.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
England have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Rice, Pavard has got himself a free kick.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Foden. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
England need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Almost there, and the players can feel it. And time is up. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Well, here is a ground that requires no formal introduction. One of the truly iconic venues of our sport. The place where dreams are made. It is, of course, Old Trafford, Manchester. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And already we're underway here. Tries to get it forward quickly, cuts it out. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Up to meet it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Badiashile. Richarlison. Maddison. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's found his man. Done very well to intervene. And it's played forward.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. Badiashile. Oh, real danger here. Back to the keeper and go again. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Hoists it forward. Gets it back. Richarlison. Plays it out to the flank. Lovely bit of skill. Tottenham still to register a shot. Shot a goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Richarlison did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Brushed off the ball there. Maddison. Maddison. Looking to get within range. Looking for a decent ball in. Badiashile tries to locate someone up front. Madison goes looking. Looks to dink one in. He spotted the run and played him through. Forward it goes. Oh, Rip has a pop! Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's played forward. Breaks on here. Battles to win it back. Madison gets away from his opponent. Richarlison hits it! And it's a goal!
That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy. You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Tottenham themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Good clearance and very necessary. Cut out in the nick of time. Richarlison. He's gone for it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Been lever clear. He's had a go! Plenty waiting in the middle. Hardly anything between the sides. Chance! Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Madison. Out to the left it goes. Madison. He hits it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as test goal, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
We've played it short. Badiashile. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Tottenham leading 1-0 at the break. So we're already into the second period. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Maddison tries to get it forward quickly, and he's there to clear it.
Tottenham making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Maddison. Floats one over. Trying to get there. Maddison gets wrestled off the ball. And now the breakaway. Pedro Neto. No way through there. Goalkeeper's ball. And it's played forward. Well, that's where he wants it. Chelsea keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. And he just whacks it away. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Chipped through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look...
He's tried one! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Maddison hoists it forward. He's through. And he's there to cut it out. It's good distance on it. Maddison. Sterling. Pedro Neto. It is quite a run he's making here. Played into the middle.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Richarlison tries the cross. That's gone a long way up and away.
Tottenham are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Pedro Neto. Lovely bit of skill there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Goes for the cross. And that's been levered clear. And it's Sterling. Tottenham leading here. Hits one! Should have been the equaliser.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Pedro Neto! Should have equalised.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
Maddison spreads it towards the left. Maddison. Plays it back. Badiashile attempts a clearance. Tottenham just have to run down the clock. Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then. Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Has a hit! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. Richard, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I'm sure a more comfortable margin would have been...
evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
You're just joining us, we are already on the great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Kimmich.
Chance! Oh, what a wonderful stop! Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Hakimi plays it forward. Plays it over to the other flank. It's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Lovely bit of skill. A chance to play it in. Kimmich can get it clear. Coached through there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? It's gone out for a throw-in. Played towards the front men. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And here's Kane. Done very well to intervene. And it's played forward. Kimmich tries to switch the play. Goretzka. And here's Kane. Kimmich. It is deadlocked. Goretzka. Kimmich. It's on a plate. Forward it goes. And here's Kane. Kane! Well, there's something you don't see every day. Tries to stroke it through.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Hakimi positions himself well and cuts it out. Played out to the right. Cleared away. Hakimi. Goretzka concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Keeper's ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. Pumps it into the area. Tries to get it clear. Lovely bit of skill there. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Half an hour played now. Steered forward. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. That is terrific skill. It's come loose. Kimmich. Davis drives it forward. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Throw in. Goretzka.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Lovely feet. Ball's out on the left now. Aimed in towards the centre. It's well blocked and back out it comes. That's a going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And that's one way to annoy his teammates. Goes for the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Managed to get it away. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Dembele. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. There is the half-time whistle. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. It's Kane!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Now it's Dembele. Gets wrestled off the ball. Davis. Defenders on the back foot. Plays a clever pass. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Now the counter. Oh, it's Dembele. Forward it goes. Tar. Goretzka drives it towards the front. It's gone for a throw-in. Gets into a dangerous position. Tar. Kimmich plays it forward. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Out to the right. Now a chance to break. Kimmich tries to get it forward quickly. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. The defence can get it clear. Is there any support? He might not need it. Plays it into the box. And that's out of reach. Tar. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Tries to get it forward quickly. Keeper's got good distance on that. Dembele needed to come up with a better ball.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Tar, up towards the front line. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Gets it upfield. Tar. Goretzka. And it's Kane. Out to the left it goes. Back into the middle. Shoots! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Davis with the short one. Gorgeous control there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Breaks on here. Plays it out to the wing. Dembele. He gets past his man. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Kimmich hoists it forward. That's a throw. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Time for a change in personnel. Davis plays it short. It out of harm's way, and that's been levered clear. should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And it's played forward.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And he's there to hoof it away. Throw it. But there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Got it on the right now. What's on? And here's Kane.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Plays it out to the flank.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Guerrero.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Gnabry. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. And it's Goretzka. It is now on there. Has a hit! Oh, it's in! Save the best for last! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
So who's he picking out? Loses his balance and loses the ball. And the counter is on. It's the through ball. Dembele, he's got away. Forward it goes. And that's it. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.